Joining me now for more analysis on the suicide bombing here in Istanbul is Ahmet Yukleyen. He is a professor of international relations at the Istanbul Commerce University. Ahmet, thank you so much for your time. Now, the Prime Minister has said recently, Prime Minister Davutoglu, that Daesh is responsible for this attack. But unlike other attacks, such as Paris, for example, Daesh has yet to claim publicly responsibility for this. Why is that?
I mean, first of all, I think Daesh could see this as yet another strategy to have a greater impact. If you don't know the source of an attack, it can actually create even further fear and terror. So that's one of the possibilities. And the other thing I think is that the attack here in Sultanahmet, I think, was very much controlled by the command center, let's say, in Raqqa, whereas the other ones were largely given to others who would actually work on these operations. So that came out, pretty soon, whereas this one, I think they are strategically controlling that information.
It seems the police and government are piecing this all together, but still a long way to go to find out exactly what happened here. What line of investigation do you think should be followed?
Of course, the intelligence service has a certain number of certain names in their hands, and so they will be investigating into those. They will be using all the available information they have. But the danger with this kind of terror that Daesh is putting together is that it's very difficult to pinpoint and to follow up the chain of command. So it could, either be a lone wolf act. It could be, there could be a lot of intermediaries in between. So this could actually be a very challenging investigation, and I'm sure they will use all the available evidence they have to go back and trace it wherever it goes.
How long, I mean, I appreciate you can't put a timeline on these things, but there would be a lot involved in figuring that out. Yes. And how this was plotted and why, the reasons.
Yeah, indeed. Of course, the reasons, one can just conjecture and sort of possibly think of what's going on in Bashika, the Turkish military presence there. And we know that there have been some attacks between the Daesh and the Turkish soldiers there. And they have lost ground, the Daesh attackers. And certainly the sealing off of the Syrian border. So those are some of the things that have been putting pressure on Daesh. And one could easily say that, those are some of the motivations that why Daesh is behind this attack.
Ahmet Yukleyen, thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you.